And screen. Alright, the first thing I want to do is, let's do this unit circle. This is going to be a review of the sine, cosine, and tangent stuff. So, would you guys be able to do this unit circle? So you first start off at 0, and if you went all the way around, where are you at? 360. Halfway, you're at 180. Each of these is 90. 90, 180, 270, and then you've got your 45ers. So this is 45, and if you added 45, you get 90, add 45, add 45, add 45, add 45, add 45, and then do your 30s. 30, 60, 90, 120. All you're doing, each of these is 30 degrees. 30, adding 30, add 30, add 30, add 30, add 30, and add 30. Okay. Chelsea, can you check the camera really quick? Can you see the whole thing? Good?
Why is there hair in your hood?
Dennis, you put it there. I mean,
Probably zoomed in too far on the overhead thing.
yeah.
Okay. Now, we're going to look at, you need to understand, sine is opposite over hypotenuse, or y over r. Cosine is adjacent over hypotenuse, or x over r. Tangent, opposite over adjacent, y over x. And then these are your reciprocal ones. So you've got sine and cosecant, cosine and secant, cotangent and tangent. Okay? So now, let's go to the back side. Our first problem says, what is the sine of 120 degrees? Can someone tell me where 120 degrees is located? Where's 120? What quadrant?
Second.
Second. 120 is in quadrant 2. So find it. 120 degrees is right there. Once you pass 90 degrees, you are too big. You've got to make a triangle with the x-axis. So you're going to take this point and you're going to drop a line with the x. You're going to go straight to the x-axis right here. So we're going to look at this triangle using your x-axis, and we're going to evaluate this angle. So instead of using this angle, 120, we're going to use this angle right here. So let's consider this triangle now instead. So let's draw a triangle. And we have, make this bigger. So this is 60 degrees, right? Yes? Because from here to here was 120, so this leftover piece was 60, correct? In quadrant 2, think about your quadrants. In quadrant 2, your x values are positive or negative? Ronald, are your x values positive or negative in quadrant two?
Already negative.
Negative.
Oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense.
From here to here, they're negative. How
Yeah.
about the y values? Positive. So you go left and you go up, right? Right?
Right.
Yeah. So, if this is 60 degrees, what am I gonna call, this is a spot that's 60, 30, 30, 60, 90. What do you call this side right here, the side opposite the 60? Gotta know that, square root of 3. This would be 2, and this would be -1. It goes back to that special, those two special triangles that I had you memorize. So now, I need to know, what is the sign of this angle? It's the side opposite over the hypotenuse. What's square root of 3 over 2? Questions? Next one. Secant of 90. Well, where's 90 degrees? Here's 90, right here. What's this ordered pair? How do you get there? 0, 1. Well, the definition of cosine is x over r. And by the way, when you're here, 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 or here, r is 1. That's a non-negotiable. R is 1. So x is 0, y is 1. But this is the secant one. So what we have to do is flip this. It's going to be the r value over the x value. So at that same degree measure, the r value is still 1. But what's the x value at that spot? It's 0. What is 1 over 0? It is undefined. And if it said cosine of 90, you would have done x over r and it would have been 0 over 1. So the cosine of 90 would have been x over r, it would have been 0 over 1 or 0. But because it was secant, it's r over x. You gotta know those definitions. Okay, cotangent, -300. I don't like this -300 business, so I'm gonna take 360, add it to that, because if I went backwards 300 degrees, where am I? I'm at a 60-degree angle. Well, where is a 60-degree angle, you guys? So I could go backwards. If I went backwards -300 degrees, if I went backwards 300 degrees, it's the same as going forward 60. So backwards, -300, and forwards is the same as 60. Does everyone understand that? Just by adding 360 to that answer, adding 360 to that is the same as saying 60 degrees. So let's draw a 60-degree angle. Where is a 60-degree angle? Here's 60 right there. So name these sides. What's this side going to be called? Square root of 3. This will be 1, and this is going to be positive 2. So what's the cotangent? Cotangent is, and tangent is opposite over adjacent, so it's adjacent over opposite, so it's 1 over root 3.
What's the, what's 2? I didn't get 2.
2 is your hypotenuse.
Okay.
Next one, -45 degrees. Where's -45? -45 is where? There's 45, negative 45 is right there. So name these sides. This would be negative 1, 1,
Root 2.
and root 2, good. So what's the tangent? Tangent would be opposite over
So negative 1 over 1.
negative 1 over 1, yep, that's it. Where is 315 degrees? Look at your triangle. Where's 315 degrees? Where's 315 degrees? It's exactly where we just were. It's this angle, it's that 40, it makes a 45-degree angle again. It's that same spot. So again, this is gonna be 1, this is gonna be negative 1, and this is gonna be root 2. Now I wanna know what's the cosine of this angle. What's the definition of cosine?
Hypotenuse.
Adjacent over hypotenuse. 1 over root 2. What if it would have said sine of 315? What would the answer have been? What's the sine of 315, you guys? What's the sine of 315? It's the same triangle. What's the definition of sine? Opposite over hypotenuse. It'd be negative 1 over root 2. Okay, 240. Where is 240 degrees? Look at your triangle. 240 degrees makes, it's in quadrant 3. So what angle do we have right here? What's this angle right here?
45.
Huh?
60.
This is a 60. Here's your 240. This is a 60. Everybody see that? If it was 225, it would have been a 45.
That's what I thought you were pointing at.
No, 240 is right here. So this is a 60-degree angle. So this is what you're going to do. So you're going to draw your triangle. This is 60. So this is going to be negative root 3. This will be negative 1, and this is 2. Now, do you know why I'm calling these two negative? Why did I name those two sides negative? Because you're in quadrant 3. And the x and the y's are negative in quadrant 3. So what's the tangent? This angle right here. It's opposite over, and the negatives cancel. So you could say just root 3. If you want to put the negatives cancel. Number 7. Okay, I don't like this negative 225 business, so I'm going to do 360, add that. What do you get? 135. Well, where is 135 degrees? It's a 45 degree in quadrant 2. It's a 45 in quadrant 2, so this is 1, negative 1 in root 2. Well, what's the definition of sine? Opposite over hypotenuse, 1 over root 2. Opposite over hypotenuse. Number 8. Where's 315 degrees? It's a 45 in quadrant 4. This is a 45er. It's a 1, negative 1, root 2. I'm looking really the cosine one. It's the hypotenuse over the adjacent. So it's root 2 over 1. It's hypotenuse over adjacent. Cotangent, negative 90. Where's negative 90? It's right here, negative 90 degrees, which is 0, negative 1. Well, tangent is y over x. Well, what's the cotangent one?
X over Y.
X over y. What's the x value? So what's 0 over negative 1? It's a big fat 0. $60, where's 60? Where's 60? Quadrant 1, 60. What's this side right here? Root 3. Here's your hypotenuse. Here's this side. What's the definition of tangent? Opposite over adjacent. So it's root 3 over 1. Number 11, where's negative 270 degrees? Well, if you went backwards, you'd be right here. Whoop, right there is negative 270, which is 0, 1. There's negative 270. If you don't want to go backwards, you could have taken that and added 360 to get 90 and gone the other way. You still end up right there. Those two are coterminal. What's the definition of cosine? Is it x over r? What's the x value? 0 over 1, which is 0. Next one, tangent of 330. Where is 330 degrees? It's a 30 degree in quadrant 4. Name your sides. 30 degrees in quadrant 4. This side is going to be negative 1. 2 root 3. So tangent is opposite over adjacent. Opposite over adjacent. Where's 150 degrees? It's in quadrant 2. It makes a 30 degree angle with quadrant 2. So this is 1, 2, and this is negative root 3. So the sine of 150 would be 1/2. Opposite over hypotenuse. I don't like negative 120, so I'm going to add 360 to this. I get 240. Where's 240? 240 is in quadrant 3. This is going to make a 60 degree angle here. So this is going to be negative root 3. This is going to be negative 1, and this is 2. Well, cosecant is the upside down version of the sine one. Sine is opposite over hypotenuse. So it's going to be hypotenuse, I'm sorry, yeah, did I say that right? Yes, hypotenuse over opposite. So 2 over hypotenuse over side opposite. Where is 0? 0 is right there. What's the ordered pair of 0? 1, 0. Well, this is the upside down of tangent, and tangent is y over x. Right? Well, the y value is 0, so it'd be 0 over 1, but this one's cotangent. So it's x over y. And what is 1 over 0? It's undefined. So that's undefined. Where's 150? 150. What angle are you making right here? 30. Name these sides. What's this side gonna be? 1. Is it a positive or a negative 1? It is?
No,
What's this side gonna be?
square root.
You double the hypotenuse. You guys gotta memorize these. So tangent is opposite over adjacent. So it's negative 1 over root 3. Cosine of 180, where's 180? Right there, which is negative 1, 0. Cosine is x over r. The x value is negative 1. Negative 1 over 1 is negative 1. And the last one, tangent of negative 30. Where's negative 30? That's just a 30-degree angle backwards. So name these sides. Negative 30 backwards. What's this side going to be? Negative 1, root 3, 2. Tangent is opposite over adjacent. Negative 1 over root 3. Do you guys understand this stuff?